I'm here with Ryder Leblon, first place on the day. We were just talking about what it means to him to win this race today.
Yeah, it felt good. It's probably honestly the closest to what I ride at home terrain-wise. So I'm happy I got it done. It was faster, so I'm happy I got it done because of that too. Like, if I didn't win today, it would have eaten me up because like I felt like I was supposed to win. So yeah, it was close. Tristan, Will, and I were close the whole race. Other than the first lap, Will was pretty far ahead, but yeah, as soon as we got into that second lap, we were together the whole time. And yeah, I got in front of Will. Where was that? Trinity, that creek. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm just sending it from here on out. And I'd send it for a little bit, look back, they're still there. Send it for a little bit longer, they're still there. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna break them, so I guess I'm just gonna have to really grind this one out, because there wasn't like anything hard to separate us or like get a gap. So I was like, so you literally just had to like be a little faster than them, and we were all like going the same speed back in that back section. And I was stressing the whole time. I was like, one little mistake, they'll be right on me, and they can just follow me. They see where I'm going. They can take shortcuts. And yeah, I was stressing. It was stressful. And luckily with some stuff that happened, I got a little bit of a gap going into the last harder section, so I could breathe going through there and didn't have to like rush it and worry about making a mistake. And yeah, came in with the win.
Solid ride all day. Seemed like you were on it all day. When you got guys on your back like that, pressuring you, what are you saying to yourself? What is your mindset? What are you thinking about? What are you saying to yourself to stay focused on the trail ahead?
Yeah, for this one, I was just trying to be like, okay, I need to go a little bit faster than I want to go, because the first lap when we were in the fast stuff, I felt like they were smoking me. I don't know if I was just like a little nervous or a little timid or what. Maybe they were just straight up faster, but I couldn't keep up with them. And yeah, so that was kind of my mind going to that last section. I was like, man, like they're gonna see me, they're just gonna follow me. And it felt like it was a lot of pressure, like, because it would suck to lose the race in a section like that, where it's not like a super hard section, it's straight up getting past, or like if I pushed the front in a corner or something stupid, like that would have sucked. So yeah, the whole time I was just thinking, okay, don't crash, don't take a bad line, don't miss a turn, don't blow something, don't do anything. And yeah, managed to stay pretty smooth, and yeah, brought it home.
How hard was it 1 to 10?
Probably like, honestly, like a 2 or 3. I mean, I hate to say it because it's like a really sick property and it has a lot of potential, but we didn't really get to see too much of the good stuff. Like, I've ridden here and I know that there's some really, really cool stuff out there, and we touched like barely any of it. So yeah, it would be cool to see in the future they add some more of the hill climbs, because that would have helped me out a little bit if there were some muddy hill climbs. That's kind of the main thing I was looking for this race. But yeah, it was still a fun race, you know, like it was a faster one, reminded me of GNCC days, back going fast. Obviously it was a little slower than that, a lot slower than that, but yeah, it made for tight racing. And yeah.
Is Lisa stoked?
Oh yeah, great Mother's Day present, I would think.
I think so too. Congratulations, Ryder.
Thank you.
Interviews. I'm here with second place on the day, the Canadian Tristan Hart. Tristan, how did it go? Tell us about your day.
Yeah, it went okay. Was never in first place. That's got to be a first. One point I was almost going to finish third, which would have also been a 5-year first too. So there's a couple, I honestly don't even know what was going on. There wasn't a lot of hard sections, and what was hard, I wasn't doing good for some reason. They were like really short, so maybe I was just having a hard time transitioning from like easy sections to a hard section, because I'd say there was probably 5 difficult sections today, and they were all really short, like a minute at the most. And yeah, I wasn't doing them spectacular, and definitely Ryder and Will, they definitely had it figured out today. I think that some of their knowledge the last couple of weeks paid off, because they had a couple good lines. So it's good for me to follow them, because they kind of made my life a bit easier. If I was leading, it would have been harder for me. So yeah, near the end I thought I was going to make a move or something, and a couple of times I tried, but it just couldn't force anything to happen like sometimes I can. And I guess that's the magical thing about sports. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. And today I just couldn't will myself to do something crazy that I needed to do to get a win. And then near the finish, me and Will had a pretty disastrous event happen, mostly because of me. We got told to go 2 different ways. We went the way we were supposed to go, and then like 30 seconds off, I'm like, fuck, I think we should have went the other way. And we were actually going the right way. So we go back to the check and realize we were going the right way, and at that point we're only 10 seconds back of Ryder, so that kind of threw the win away for both of us. And in that whole debacle, I got in front of Will too, so I kind of screwed him on the deal too. But yeah, he actually saw Ryder there. Like, he saw him right in front of us, but he thought Ryder went the wrong way too, so he's like, oh, we'll both get him. But Ryder actually did the right thing, so kind of a bummer there to do that right at the end of a race and let Ryder get it easy at the finish, but all good. We got a tough one coming up now.
Where does this put you in the championship?
I don't know, really. I mean, I'm dropping a 0, and these other guys will be dropping some points, so we still got 4 races though, so it's still a long ways to go. I mean, I'm sure me and Ryder are going to be close, and Will still be close too, because we're kind of finishing on the podium every race. But we've seen it roar. It's been hard to finish, so I mean, you got to get a finish there and be on the podium ideally. So you got to keep the bike together and try and get on the podium at Roar, and we'll see how we look after the doubleheader, which I think will be maybe a turning point. We'll see.
How hard was it 1 to 10?
Probably a 4. I mean, this is probably the easiest one I think we've done in like 5 years, maybe since like Michigan or Iowa. And it's kind of a bummer because it's one of the sickest places, I think, on the schedule. Like, the potential here is unlimited to make it unreal. So kind of a bummer just with how many hills there are here. And like I said, the potential here is insane. Like, it could be one of the best races in the world, I think. It could be a world round. Like, yeah, the options are endless here. So I really hope next year we can have some of those really hard hills instead of just 2 of the easy ones with massive run-ups. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. We'll see what happens next year.
Congrats, Tristan. You the man.
Thanks.
All right, we're here with Mr. Will Reirden. Willie, how did it go today?
Not bad. It was mixed emotions, honestly. Ended up 3rd, which is good, but there was some stuff that happened that wasn't pumped on. Some bad luck, some stuff my fault. But it got a really good start. I knew this race would kind of suit me, with it being a bit quicker and conditions were unreal. So I got a good start. Actually technically I didn't get the whole shot, but second corner I went around the outside, got in the lead, and then sprinted because honestly I was waiting for Jordan Ashburn to come, and obviously Ryder and Tristan and Cody are quick too. So I was going pretty hard, did the first half lap thing, and then did the first full lap. Didn't see anyone, kind of lonely, but I could hear them sometimes, which is like a good motivator. It's kind of weird though, like you don't hear anyone, so you're kind of not bored. And it was at the start.
It's hard to push.
But it's like, yeah. But anyway, pitted, started the second lap, and then tried to shortcut a log before Chocolate got us, messed that up, and then Ryder got in front, and then Tristan was right behind me, and then did Chocolate got us, got back in the lead, and then from there it was me, Tristan, and Ryder kind of battling. And then towards the end, Ryder was just at like 5-10 seconds in front. Me and Tristan went back a lot, but yeah, I crashed a bit. Some my fault, but then my fan stopped working, so my bike was running really hot, which makes it tough because it's like lean and really snappy. So when we got into the technical stuff, it was kind of hard to ride. I thought it was jetting, but it was the fan, so my bike was really hot. Lucky it wasn't muddy, otherwise it probably would have blown up. So got lucky with the dry conditions. So then me and Tristan went back and forth a lot, and then had a little check incident near the end, and then finished 3rd. So I don't know, happy to be on the podium.
How many times did you go back and forth? How many passes between the 3 of you do you think there were?
Between the 3 of us, close to 10. Me and Tristan, like, over 5, I think.
Seems like your strong suit is getting out front, because you get out front and then you put the hammer down, like, let me gap these foos, but they just slowly crept in as the race went on.
Yeah, it's funny because I know no one likes it. You know, they want to cruise and stuff, especially Cody. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, you're the one pushing the pace.
But I feel like the pace has definitely rose this year, and we've all been this fast, kind of, but now we're just using it more. But I think it's the way it's going, and why are we going to cruise? And then the top 10 will be together.
Yep.
Like, screw that. I think use my strong suit, gap them, and then see what happens.
Where are you at in the championship right now?
Third. And I got another third today, so still third.
And
yeah, I think so, but there's a drop round, so I don't know how that works,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm probably third.
how hard was it 1 to 10?
6?
6.
Well, it's a tough question, but we got lucky with the conditions, obviously. If it was wet, it would have been 10 out of 10. But because it was dry, I'm not saying it's bad, like, it was pretty enjoyable.
Right.
And then next week we've got raw, so we're going to get screwed there.
Well, plus, if you have a little bit easier course, then the intensity just gets ramped up,
Yeah.
so that makes it hard. So when you say how hard was it, it's like, well, it was a 10. It took everything that I had, but the course was maybe a 6 type of thing.
Yeah, and then say, like, chocolate got us. I was able to clean it, but, I mean, it's kind of like flipping a coin. Like, it could have been hard if something happened. So, like, that wasn't easy, but overall, there was a lot of single track. We were pushing the whole time, especially the last, I don't know, it felt like forever, 30, 40 minutes of the race. It was just single track, like, ripping. You were there for a lot of it, and so many logs on the bloody ground.
Dude, I had to give up the follow cam. I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Catch
funny.
them at the road crossings.
Yeah. So, like, Ryder was always just that 5-10 in front.
Yeah.
And me and Tristan were going back and forth, but we're all ripping. But yeah, I'd say probably 6.
But Tristan said 4.
Yeah.
I got
4
a
to 6.
question. So Tristan passed you for the lead at the check when you guys had a little turnaround incident, but you were in front of that.
Yeah,
right?
you were in front when that happened.
How bummed are you about that? Like, were you trying to catch him really bad that last little bit, or?
Yeah, and I crashed 30 seconds from the finish. But yeah, it was shit because a track worker pointed us to the left. So there's a section in the track where we cross each other a lot. And I thought I had it sorted, but the track worker pointed me left. We were supposed to go right. So I went left. I'm like, nah, that's not right. So I went under the ribbon and started going on the right track and got up there, and me and Tristan had like just a bad gut feeling. He was revving, he's like, turn around, and then I was thinking this is a good time to like get on top of a problem early, because I could see Ryder, he was right there. I was like, maybe we went the wrong way, so we turned around. Hey?
Maybe Ryder.
Yeah, so I was like, Ryder's going the wrong way too. I could get on it quick now and go, because it was right near the finish. We were on the right track, but it was frustrating because the track worker said go this way. It was just a shit fight, and then Tristan was able to get second. But honestly, even with my riding, like, I wanted to win, and I was crashing a bit. So if it wasn't first, I didn't really.
Where were you crashing?
In the Rocky Creeks, or just on the single track, just from pushing. Like, I'd pass Tristan and then just like crash, because both of us, me really bad, just wanted to get Ryder, so I was sending it pretty hard. But Ryder did well. He was never able to get onto his back wheel. He kept that gap. So anyway, the check wouldn't have. Ryder won like fair and square. Like, the check wouldn't have done that, but maybe I would have got second.
Does being close like this fuel your fire? Is it motivating for the rest of the rounds? For
sure. Yeah, especially after last weekend, I wanted a good rebound, which I guess this is. But yeah, for sure. Like, I'm riding good, and the bike's really good, and I'm learning stuff every weekend. Like, I'm never going to stop learning, but surely there's going to be problems that stop happening because we've found them all. But yeah.
What did you learn this weekend? What's your key takeaway?
Well, my fan broke, so we got to figure that out. so that doesn't happen again. Actually, big clutch improvements. Friday and Saturday I was riding quite a bit because I'm running the diaphragm clutch, and then you can change like nearly 10 things within the whole clutch system, within the master cylinder, to the fluid, to the plates, and then the pressure plates. And I've got a really solid setting on the Sherco now. But kind of what Cody says, like everyone tells you to do this and everyone says different things. You just got to figure it out yourself, because people were telling me stuff and I did what they said not to do, and it's the best setup I've found. So Cody's been saying that a lot and I'm dealing with that a bit. But yeah, good gains.
You're the man. A man of instinct. Will Reirden, congratulations, bro.
Cheers, boys.
All right, we're here with Jordan Ashburn, and he finished 4th place today at the River Monster Hard Enduro. How hard was it today?
You know, it's quite challenging. Some parts of it were pretty easy, and then some parts would really get you if you weren't careful. So some of the downhills, they got me in quite a bit of trouble.
Well, it's been awesome to have you race here today. You're obviously a GNCC champion and a top 5 GNCC competitor. So having you here, you know, I know you race 1 or 2 hard enduros a year, and you'd like to do more. But you know, overall, how was your experience here at Kairos Resort?
It was good. You know, I seen last year. They did. I guess it was the East round last year. So it looked like a cool place, and I heard there was some really cool hills and big monstrous stuff. So it's like, let's go give it a shot. And we had the weekend off, so we kind of just come up to check it out. And it really, the River Monster's name really leads to the place. Like, I can see why they call it that. You know, it's towards the end of the lap there at the end of the race. I look over and I like see the new river down there, and I'm like, man, that is like picture worthy. Like, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? It's a really awesome place.
Now, when it comes to GNCCs, what style do you prefer? The tougher races over the faster races? Is that kind of your preference?
Yeah, I like the technical stuff for sure, especially, you know, being a back pocket hard enduro rider. You know, I like to try to use those skills at the tracks that are gnarly, and I'm always like, when I'm looking at the track, if anybody's there with me, I'm like looking at lines that nobody else looks at. I'm like, I can get over there and I can do that. Like, I don't know if it's faster, but I want to do it. Like, you see all kinds of that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I like the technical tracks, and even the tracks that just have, they could be fast and just rough and just where you got to pick lines. I like stuff like that.
Now, we have the highest respect for GNCC in that discipline. It's a different type of riding, obviously, very extreme in its own way. You know, the speeds are higher and it's a lot more competitive in a different way. But what do you, like, how would you summarize the two and what you prefer?
Yeah, so I like GNCC a lot. You know, it's just I've grown up riding that fast, flowy stuff, and I kind of thrive in conditions that are, you know, you got a wide trail and it can be super gnarly, but I'm good at picking lines and that stuff and finding the smooth spots, and that's kind of where I thrive, I think. But yeah, you know, coming to this world, like the faster parts of the track today, like I really wasn't racing them as much as I was just riding them, and then we get to the hard sections, just trying to get through everything as clean as possible and trying not to take up a lot of time, but that didn't really go well. But you know, that's just kind of part of it. The learning experience of doing this sport is, you know, minimizing mistakes, and mistakes is everything in this sport.
Yeah, well, we saw you out there and you were alone a lot of the race, but you looked really solid and comfortable. You were having fun, hooting and hollering out there. Have you ever beat Cody Webb in a hard enduro before?
No, I don't think so. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling all day Cody was coming for me, so I knew I was in 4th, and I was like, man, I know Cody's got to be back there. He's got to be charging after me. So every time I got in those creek sections, I was like, this is my weakest point, you know, and it's like, I got to get through this stuff as quick as possible because I know he's coming. But no, it's really cool, you know. I got a lot of respect for him, and it's just cool to be able to come and be somewhat competitive.
And are we going to see you at any other U.S. hard enduros this year?
Yeah, I'm planning to come out to the shotgun race, so yeah, that's my plan right now. So,
cool. Well, thanks for racing with us, and good job today.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
I got one. What's the thought process difference from racing a GNCC than the thought process racing a hard enduro?
You know, for here, you're worried about getting up you're thinking about the sections coming ahead and clearing the sections. And for GNCC, you have a couple sections of the track you may be worried about, like getting through as fast as you can. Here it's more like you want to get through the whole section. But and just the speeds we're hitting stuff and going through, like at a GNCC, like there's a lot less room for error. Here you can be kind of a little sloppier, and if you don't make it, if you have a little issue here or there, like it's not a big deal. You can just keep on going. But for GNCC, like you really got to be really, really sharp mentally and got to be on your game. Not that you don't hear, but just two different kinds. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And we'll
Appreciate
see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks. Appreciate it.